Hello. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to talk about what if manifesting money was easier than you think. I believe that so many people desire more financial wealth, and that when we set out on this journey of manifesting or using this law of attraction in order to bring to us things that we desire, money is often one of the key factors. For whatever reason, a lot of people struggle with attracting wealth into their world. And I'm here to tell you that it's easier than you may think. And this comes from personal experience and from a lot of years of, doing the up and down when it comes to money. So bringing some in, but then there it goes, and bring it in and let it go and bring it in. And I do believe that holding tightly to your money will never allow for more to come into your space. So holding on tight is not a solution. And spending free flow is not necessarily a solution. But if you were going to pick one or the other in order to attempt to start to attract more wealth into your world, allowing it to flow is always better than hanging on tightly. So with energy, and on so many levels, energy either flows or it gets stuck. And often with we human beings, energy actually gets stuck in the body, and it can create all kinds of challenges for us. So what I want to bring to your attention today, some ideas for you to try out in terms of attracting more wealth into your life without having to go out and take a second job, have to do with the broader idea of abundance. So, again, with the law of attraction, it's, when we first heard about this with The Secret, let's say, I hate to say it, but I think it's close to 20 years ago that The Secret came out. But the idea was just sit back, think about the things that you desire and get really excited about them, and they'll come to you. And I think a lot of people tried that, and it didn't work for them. And there are a number of reasons why it may work or why it may have worked. And we don't have time here today to go into all the details. Over time, we'll get to lots of these different elements. But for today, I want to bring your attention to the idea of greater abundance, because it's easier to get the feelings behind an abundant life rather than a financially abundant life, taking it to the specifics. So what happens when we change this energy frequency that we're on? Unfortunately, for a lot of people, the minute you think about money, your energy level can come down. People are looking at their bank accounts, they're looking at their overdraft, they're looking at their Visa bill, they're looking at whatever, and not feeling good about it, feeling stressed, feeling anxiety. And the really big question is, how can you go from there to abundance? It seems like an awfully big stretch. And to just sit down and start, locking that all out and thinking about, getting it paid is difficult for a lot of people. So instead of going that route, the main thing is we have to bring this energy level up. And how can we do that in stress and worry? It's difficult. So rather than putting the focus on what you don't want, which is that bill, that debit, expense that you couldn't afford, the debts that you have, the credit card debt, and so on. We want to think about things that can bring up your energy level, period. So instead of putting our focus over there, we're going to bring our focus over to things that you already truly do have in your life that cause you to feel abundant. And no matter what, we can all find some of these things. If you have a roof over your head, if you have some food in your fridge, if you have a pet that you love, if you have a child that you love, if you have a partner that you love, if you have anything in your world that makes you feel good, that is where you're going to put your attention. In your waking days, in your meditations, in whatever it is that you do when you're trying to clear your mind, because it is important. You've got to take on some activities. You've got to commit yourself to some work if you want to clear up this sort of negative, heavy energy vibration around what you don't want. And really that could be with money or anything else that you don't want. We can't be focused on what you don't want. We have to be focused not only on what you do want, but what you do already have that makes you feel abundant in your life. And, I talked about what you love, because really abundance is about love. And everything is energy. And with difficulties with money, we don't have a love relationship with that energy. We have a fear relationship with it. We have an anger relationship with it. We don't have a love relationship with it. So to begin the process, let's go and focus on things that make you feel good. And by the way, it's okay to feel good, even when we have some financial difficulties or situations we don't love. Because that's another human characteristic, it seems. The guilt, the shame, the worry becomes so great sometimes about this financial stuff that we don't even feel worthy of feeling good. Well, if we can't find a way to feel worthy about feeling good, then we're never going to clear up this heavy energy over here. You are worthy. You're worthy of everything. You are whole and complete, exactly as you are. This is not a life sentence. This is just something that's built up over time that we haven't been given the tools in order to work on. So the worthiness and the self-love, again, definitely comes up in this process. But what do you love that makes you feel abundant today? And notice yourself during the day. Where are you putting your thoughts and your energy? And for sure, you're going to be sliding over here to the worry once in a while, but just pull yourself out, pull yourself back, pull yourself back. What I would often tell myself is when I start to go to the negative feelings, the negative vibration, the negative frequency, I would just remind myself, that's not helpful to you. And are you interested in attracting more of that? Or are you attempting to tidy up that energy so that you can clear this up and move forward in complete abundance? And when I knew that this was not valuable to me in any way, to put the guilt and the shame and the worry and all of those feelings on myself around finances or any other topic for that matter, it would allow me to come back to realizing that the better I feel, the better everything becomes in my life. That is simply the way in which we manifest the things that we truly desire and deserve. So whatever those things are, that's also why a gratitude list is recommended. What a gratitude list does is it raises our energetic frequency. It makes us feel better. And when we're on a higher frequency, we're attracting to us things that are on that frequency. This is the law of physics, of quantum physics. It's the law. It's the law of energy. So like I said in an earlier video, energy doesn't have favorites. Energy responds to you, period. So again, when you say what you don't want all that debt or lack of dollars in the bank or whatever it is. You're putting your energy to that, so you're going to attract more, period. You go over here and you focus on what you truly are grateful for and what you feel that is abundant in your life. And that's how you're going to attract more of that to you, which will rub off into every area of your life. So watch what happens when you start to focus on abundance, what you're grateful for, what you love, what you appreciate. New opportunities to even build on that feeling of appreciation will come your way. And you will see little things start to happen. It'll seem like miraculous things, but it's not miraculous. It's just your frequency level. So all of a sudden, you may not get more dollars in your hands, but you might. But you might find that you win something. Somebody gifts you something, not someone. It would be nice if you got gifted someone, I guess, if it was somebody you really wanted. Now, that might happen too. But somebody gifts you something. Somebody wants to take you out for a meal. Someone is moving and they're getting rid of a bunch of stuff, beautiful things in their home, and they happen to know that you need that thing and they just offer it to you. All kinds of little synchronicities that build your abundance will start to happen. And even if it's not more cash, but it can and it will eventually be that way. But to start, it'll be these little things that, for example, you see that I didn't have to spend that much money this month on this or that, so I was more abundant with the cash that I do have. You'll start to feel so much better, generally, with your frequency, that you're not throwing your money around so much, trying to feel better by spending it on things, for example, that you really don't need. So let's not forget that when we don't feel good on our energetic frequency, what we end up doing with the money that we do have oftentimes is spending it on short-term things that give us that little boost of feeling good. But in the end, we just can't get further ahead in terms of our longer-term financial goals. So that shopping in order to feel better when you really don't need the thing that you're shopping for. I'm not saying don't buy things that you need or that you have some huge desire for and you've been planning on for a long time. But those short little quick shopping sprees on payday, they only give you that hit of the high for a very short period of time, and unfortunately it then brings you down low. So I just want you to focus on feelings of abundance. Write them down, focus on them. And when you start to get pulled into the negative mindset of things that are not feeling light and energetically high for you, and if it's money, then money it is, just know that putting your energy over there is not helping you solve the issue, period. And that you don't have to do in order to solve it. Go over here, stay in abundance as much as you possibly can, day to day to day, and watch the little synchronicities start to happen. I promise you that they will. And let me know how it goes, because it's great to share with others that you're having success with these things. So that's my share for today. I hope you got something out of it. Please see the heart. I believe that will show up on top of this heart here. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel or share it with someone that you think might enjoy the channel or a particular video, I always appreciate that. And I will see you again.